A week after my dad died, the bank called saying he just approved several payments to the caretaker's account. I almost dropped the phone. That's impossible. We buried him 3 days ago. I'm very sorry for your loss, sir. But these transactions were sent today from his home computer. Multiple transfers totaling over $5,000 to one Martha Wheeler. My stomach churned. Martha was his live-in caretaker for 20 years. She was still at the house packing things up. The most recent transfer was an hour ago. I grabbed my keys and called Martha immediately. Martha, someone's been accessing Dad's bank accounts. Her voice came through cheerful, almost casual. Oh yes, your father approved those payments this morning for my wages and the house bills. My blood went cold. What did you just say? Your father approved them. He asked me to handle it since his arthritis is bothering him. He's been resting most of the day. I couldn't breathe. Martha, my dad is dead. You were at the funeral. She laughed softly like I'd made a silly mistake. Oh honey, you must be confused. I just brought him his lunch. He's watching the news. My hands were shaking now. I'm coming over right now. Well, of course, dear. He'll be happy to see you. I broke every speed limit getting there and pulled into Dad's driveway 20 minutes later. The house looked lived in, warm, like someone was home. Martha opened the door with her usual warm smile before I could knock. Michael, your father just asked about you. She spoke like we hadn't stood together at his graveside 4 days ago, like the last week hadn't happened at all. I pushed past her into the living room where everything looked perfect. My dad's recliner at the right angle, slippers waiting beside it, his phone charging in its usual spot. Even his crossword puzzle was out with today's date and 3 clues filled in with his handwriting. Where is he? In his room, resting. The doctor said not to wake him for another hour because his new medication makes him drowsy. She said it so naturally, moving toward the kitchen like any other day. What doctor? Dr. Penfield, the new specialist. Much better than Dr. Keene ever was. Can I get you some coffee? I just made a fresh pot for your father. This was insane. Was my dad actually still alive? I headed straight down the hallway. Oh, please let him sleep, Martha called after me cheerfully. He had such a rough morning. The bedroom door was closed, but I pushed it open anyway. The room was completely empty. The bed stripped down to just the mattress with that familiar indentation where he'd spent his final weeks. His medication alarm was still beeping for pills that would never be taken. On the dresser, his laptop screen glowed with the banking site still open. I scrolled through the transactions. $1,800 today, $2,200 3 days ago, $950 the day we buried him. All transferred to Martha Wheeler for caretaking services. Martha appeared in the doorway, still wearing that serene smile. He must have gone for his walk. You know how he loves his afternoon strolls. Her voice never cracked, never wavered. Martha, the bed is stripped. Oh, I'm washing the sheets. He spilled his morning coffee all over them. She had an answer for everything, smooth and practiced. These bank transfers, my wages, plus the household expenses. Your father insists on staying current with everything. She moved past me to close the laptop. He's very private about his finances, you know that. Then I saw her phone on the nightstand, the screen showing a text thread from Dad's number with messages sent today. I'm feeling better. Tell James I'll call him tomorrow. Martha's taking excellent care of me. I called 911 while Martha calmly made tea in the kitchen, humming like nothing was wrong. When the police arrived, she greeted them at the door. There's been a misunderstanding, officers. Mr. Ortega is just out for his walk. He'll be back any moment. Even with 2 cops and a detective in the living room, she maintained the act perfectly. Where is William Ortega right now? The detective asked. Probably at the park. He feeds the ducks on Tuesdays. Ma'am, we have a death certificate dated 7 days ago. Martha's expression didn't even flicker. That's a clerical error. He's very much alive. I made him scrambled eggs this morning, just how he likes them. They looked through her phone and found everything. Scheduled messages from Dad's number, intercepted calls from family, detailed notes about his daily routine, and medication schedule for a dead man. When they showed her the death certificate again, she finally went quiet. He would have wanted me to keep things running, she said softly. 20 years I took care of him. The house, the bills, his whole life. I earned 1 more month of wages. She'd memorized his passwords, maintained his routines, responded as him to anyone who asked. Martha got 18 months for identity theft and fraud. We recovered most of the money from her accounts. She still insists she was just doing what my father would have wanted.